welcome to my channel, and if it's your first time of seeing my video, I appreciate you for stopping by. Yes, so as my topic suggests, I will be talking about love, and this is the first of three vlogmas I'm going to be doing on the subject of love. So yeah, today I'm gonna talk about two kinds of love that I've discovered in my studies and research of the topic. Now, the reason why I decided to do it, first of all, I couldn't be doing it at a better time, and given that we are in the festive season of Christmas, Christmas is approaching. The reason for this season, that's why I've decided to pick the topic. And also, it's a topic I decided to talk about love, to do my vlogmas on love um, because I noticed, especially with with people, like when I say most times when in my write up and videos, I always end on the note of saying, "Oh, I love you," and much love, and and sometimes I've also have situation where I'll say to somebody, or even me at some point in my life, when somebody says to me, "Oh, I love you," I I feel hesitant to kind of reply back, because love is a strong is a strong word, and I always feel a bit hesitant, and I notice that a lot of people also feel that way, even within my family. When I say I love you, it's like there's this restriction that people have. Why? I guess it's because because often enough I think we associate love with romantic feelings all the time, and it's not that. There are different forms of love from my studies that I've conducted. I mean, if you go on YouTube, if you Google the topic, you find loads of information about the different kinds of love there are, and I decided to talk about it mostly because people, I feel that the reason why people, when I have come across people, clients and friends and family member, and when I say, "Oh, I love you," and they'll be like, they don't reciprocate it back to me. So I'm like, that's really strange. And I'm like, and I find myself waiting for an answer back from them, and I don't get it. So the reason why, and I feel the reason is because of some kind of there's elements of ignorance there. I think majorly people just associate love with um sex and romantic relationship, and it's not. There are different forms of love. From my studies and research, I discovered that you know um there are about 8 different forms of love. Today I'm going to talk about 2 of them according to Greek philosophers. I mean, if you go on Google, there's loads of information about it. According to some Greek philosophers and experts on the topic, we have about 8 different kinds of love. That's 8 different ways we express love to each other. Today, the one I want to talk about today being my first uh, vlogmas um, vlog, vlogmas, because I'm talking about. I know it is probably not about. I'm just gonna be talking about love, and as I say, I couldn't be talking about it at a better time as now, which is December 2020. So the first one I want to talk about is when you go out and you treat yourself to a nice meal. Like every month I have a thing I do, like I treat myself to a nice Pizza Hut, and I go for my pedicure and manicure. I do that every month to treat myself. as a way of showing myself some filial love, which is the Greek word for self-love. Self-love is important for you to love yourself. So take time out of all the hustle and bustle. For some of you, you've been busy. Now, I mean, you'll be even more busier now because of Christmas, especially those of you that are family. Don't forget to take time out and, to show yourself some filial love. Self-love, very important. Before you can even extend love to anyone else that is not necessarily romantic, you need to have filial love. You need to love yourself first. You need to love yourself. You need to take time out, you know, to take care of your own physical needs and emotional needs, spiritual needs. It's also very important. I say spiritual need is important because it helps you to stay grounded. Although being having a religion is your entirely your choice, but it's important to have a faith, so to help you, it will help with it will help you to be better organized, and it will help it will help your mental state. And the mistake you don't want to make is going to the wrong places for that aspect of your life. And when I say faith, and you don't take your time, talk to God. He's ever ready to listen to you, and he will direct you on what to do. He's ever ready. He's the same yesterday, today, and he hasn't changed. Even whether you're a Muslim or a Christian, he hasn't changed. So take your time to actually know where you'll be going for that part of your self-love, which is very important to help you to stay focused, grounded, and achieve what you need to achieve, as far as your destiny is concerned. Self-love, so spirit being feed your spirit mind, very important, because if your spirit is not well fed, it will affect every other thing else. It will affect everything else. Your relationship. It will affect your outlook on life generally. And okay, so self-love, and examples of self-love is that, as I say, take time out, pamper yourself, treat yourself to, first, before you even go to start doing that. Self-love also involves identify who you are. Identify who you are. Who am I? Self-love. What do I like? When I say self-identifying who you are, basically knowing what you don't like. What you like to do, what your interests are, what you enjoy doing on a day-to-day basis, what you don't like. For example, your dislike and likes. Identify that. Identify, your personality, the kind of person you like, this kind of person you are. You knowing this also will also help you in forming good relationship with others, and also will also help you to stay grounded and be focused as well. And especially when it comes to forming relationship, the kind of person you are, so you don't go for the opposite of the type of person you are. So you need to make friends with people that reflect the type of person you are as well. So that's why I'm talking about love. Loving yourself starts with knowing who you are, knowing your dislikes, your aspirations, your ambitions, all those things is a way of expressing self-love. When you say, oh no, I like this color, I don't like that color. Oh, I like this, I like to eat out, I don't like to eat out. These are all part of identifying. These are all characteristics of self-love. And and it's important before you to identify that, to have that before you can extend love to someone else, maybe a spouse or a child, people that are dear to you. Right, that's self-love. Taking time out, pamper yourself, eat well. Don't, it involves sometimes being selfish, being selfish actually, taking purposely, because there are some people that, they care so much about everybody else but themselves. So self-love, if you are that type of person, you're not, you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself. You're too busy loving so many other people. Whenever they are doing something, you are there. But when it's your own turn, they are nowhere to be found. You are you are available for everybody else but for yourself. So having scheduling time to have me time for yourself is also part of self filial love. Filial love, self-love. Okay, it's important because it helps you to stay grounded. It helps you to be more focused, when you love yourself. And as I said, it will help you to form great relationship, best relationship with others, and be it, in terms of choosing your a life partner or friends that you hang out with and things like that. So yeah, that's that on self-love. And then you also have another that, pampering yourself. That's love, and not tolerating things that you don't like just for the sake of, it. Self-love, pampering yourself, going to the spa, maybe going to the gym, taking good care of yourself physically, emotionally, and and all that good stuff. And it also means, self-love also means, going out, going on breaks, holiday breaks, and going away on holidays, and so on, and things like that. Doing things you really love, that are, that are within your capacity. Buying something new for yourself, treating yourself to a new shoe, a new bag, your pedicure and manicure, and your skin, taking care of all that good stuff. And yeah, that's self-love. Now, with self-love also, it means that you don't have to do things. No one have to force you to do things you don't want to do. Making your own choices and standing by them. Yes, not accepting to be pushed about. Okay, so that is that. And then another type of love I want to talk about in this particular vlogmas is the love of affectionate love. Affectionate love. Affectionate love, which is filial love. Self-love is filial love, by the way. I think I mistakenly called it filial love. No, the Greek calls self-love filial love, flatual love, flatual love. That's self-love. And the next one I want to talk about is filial love. And translated in English, it means affectionate love. One that you share with your friends and your buddies that you hang around with, your best friends. That's filial love. That's another type of love. So when you say to your friend, "Oh, I love you," that's what you are basically saying. You are expressing filial love. "Oh, I love you." You are expressing filial love to them. And it's okay to say you love your friend, and what you are saying to them is that I love you. And when you say I love myself, that's also what you are saying also is Fletcher love, that I love myself. Fletcher love, that's what you're saying to yourself. But when you say you love your friends, family, loved ones, and people that are dear to you, you're expressing what they call the affectionate love, filial love. So it's okay to say you love them. And so it's okay, instead of feeling hesitant like I do sometimes, because of that ignorance of not knowing that it's love is not only associated with romantic relationship, it's actually associated with you know other relationship as well. But with the understanding of the different forms of love there are, as I am sharing with you now. So filial love, affectionate love, that's the kind of love you share with your friends, your buddies, your paddy them, your besties them, that's what you are showing. Like, and expressions of filial love is that filial love is having surprise parties, surprising your friends with parties, birthday parties, naming shower, baby shower, and things like that. Those are expressions of what you're doing. There is expressions of filial love. When you spend lots of times, you have conversations, those are expressions of filial love, affectionate love that you share with your friends and colleagues in some cases. So filial love, so it's okay to say, I love you. When you are going, so and so, I love you. It's okay to say that. And when you're doing all these things, it's also a way of working your salvation to where you spend your eternity, whether be you an Islamic saint or a, a Christian saint. So it also means that filial love, when you spend time, the expressions of it, you spend time with your friend, you have phone conversation, you visit each other, you do things together, you go on holidays, you do almost everything together, you are supportive of each other, you encourage each other. And if you have if you have friends and none of these are happening, and you're not experiencing that with them, or it appears as if it's one-sided, then you probably might be thinking of changing friends. They are not your friends. So the good thing with with filial love is reciprocated. If it's not one-sided, it's reciprocated by the other person. It's not one-sided. So if you're in a relationship, if you have friends where your friendship appears to be one-sided, you are the one that initiates a lot of things you do, like visit them, they don't visit you. That when you have a function, when you invite them, they don't come, or they don't invite you to their function, or, those type of things. But you call yourself friends. Well, filial love doesn't exist there. There's no love in that relationship, and love, a lasting friendship depends on filial love. And if it's not there, then you may start looking for new friends. Start looking for new friends. So, and it starts off with loving yourself first, knowing what you like, what you don't like, and when you meet these friends, do they fit into your spec of self-love? Basically, do you have enough in common? Do you all those type of things? So, and also filial love also, you help each other out, you're there to support each other, when times are good, and when challenges arises, you are there to support each other. If you are in relationship and none of friendship, you have friends and you don't experience filial love, it's you're better off looking for new friends. You exchange gifts, you remember each other's birthdays, and you spend time, those type of things. Those are filial love. You give them birthday gifts, you extend, all those pleasantries and gesture to them. You visit them, you are there for each other, you eat together, you travel together, you do almost everything together. and and you share memories together, good fun memories together. That's a filial love. And if you have friends that you can't really you can't really account you can't really account of this type of love, you can't really remember the last time they visited you, or you are the only one that visits, it appears as if you are the one begging for their friendship, and they don't kind of reciprocate it, then your kind gesture of friendship, your hand of friendship to them, they don't reciprocate it the same way you are, then you're probably not of a kind. So with filial love, you know you express it by people, you friends, your besties, your party them, people that you get on and you do everything together. It's not romantic. There's no romantic. It's not. There's no romance involved. It's not a romantic kind of love. I'll be treating all that in my next vlog. I think this is where I'm going to stop today. So I've talked about today. I talked about affectionate love, which is um, filial love, and I also talked about Fletcher love, Fletcher, Fletcher love, Fletcher love, Fletcher love, self love, basically. So that's what I've talked about so far: self love and affectionate love, love that exists between friends, and and that brings me to the end of this video today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be treating another topic. I promise to bring at least about two or three. I think I have four more topics on this forms of love I'm going to talk about on this particular topic. So I hope you find I hope you find this video interesting. Please indicate by commenting and liking it. And I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Remain blessed. Ciao.